Good afternoon. Good afternoon. I just want to come on this afternoon and talk about some things, and it's a major thing, and it's about bias. And the truth is, all of us have a bias sometimes, whether it's a bias towards men, a bias towards women, bias towards a certain culture or group or color. And the bias is sometimes discrimination. And we've got to work on that to make sure that our biases do not cause us to discriminate against people because of their color or race or age or gender or sexuality. And a bias is discrimination or can be discrimination. And we've got to make sure, some of us need to daily make sure that we put our biases to bed. And there's only certain ways you can do that, is to admit it and to focus on learning more about others, but not just learning more, but learning to, and I'm going to say it, love and accept people, to realize that everybody is in this together. We cannot and should not, as people with disabilities, discriminate, and yet we do. People do, based on certain things. We got to admit to our faults when we make them. We got to confess. We got to, work on doing better. And there's only certain ways that you can work on doing better, and that's, when you make mistakes, and do things that are discriminatory, and and get told that they are. You got to admit it and confess it, admit it, and work on yourself. And sometimes if you're a leader in this disability community, you got to step back, or you should. And stepping back means stepping down sometimes and letting others take your place. And it also means that that places that you are employed with should ask you, and you should take possibly some time away. Does that mean leaving, quitting? Not necessarily, but it means possibly stepping away from leadership and letting others take over and work on yourself first. Some people may say, well, the only way that you can is that if you fire them. What good would, I'm not going to say yes or no. If it's extremely bad, then yes, they should be fired, terminated. However, it doesn't change them. It just probably will make them more worse than they were. Sometimes the best thing is to ask them to step down from leadership, although not leave. The best thing might be for them to work on themselves. Anyway, I'm just making some thoughts here. You may or may not agree with me. That's all right. That's the beauty of not agreeing. The best thing, though, is for us to all work together to end bias, although it will never totally end, I'll be honest with you, but to work on it, on putting bias away and working on ourselves. Y'all have a good day. Take care, and talk to you later.